Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men. Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
We've done so much with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything with nothing. Those are the words from Machismo TV. Those are the words from Machismo TV. Make sure you click on that link and check out Machismo TV. Make sure you subscribe, show some love over there. Shout out to each and every one of you in the building. Do greatly appreciate each and every one of you. The Machismo TV link should be pinned to the top. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's get this thing started. And clicking on the first few comments, as I always do. And RM says on the way in, hit the like button. Definitely do that. And as I said, subscribe to Machismo TV. That should be pinned to the top. It'll probably be pinned to the top of the comment section after this is all uploaded. But we're about to get into this thing. Daniel Kyer in the building says, ahoy, ahoy, matey. I hope you ain't say it like that. That was weird. But all right. Alpha Omega in the building says she feels her career was sabotaged by Diddy. Okay. So if you go over her whole life earnings, that should have been, then that's basically her justification for money. I would need to hear a more concise argument of how Diddy sabotaged her career. It seems to me like being connected to the biggest music mogul in the business wouldn't sabotage your career. Oh, there go my intro, my opening salvo music. I was wondering where that was at. Yeah, I knew something was missing. I felt naked up here. I got used to the opening music. But I'm already done with the intro. You can cut the music. I'm just playing. Let it play. But no. I would need to hear a more concise argument of how that sabotaged her career somehow. I don't see that. But Hannah, Ray Hanma, the Hanma, was that Hannah or Hannah? I've been saying it Hannah all this time. You gonna be Hannah? Ray Hannah, the Hannah Force in the building says peace for Nara Riley. Shout out to who else we got in this joint. Shout out to Patrick St. James in the building says salute BR in the chat. Shout out to American Negro says she's lying BR. That's why I asked that important question. Is this just extortion? I'm about to get into that right when I get into it. Right when I'm coming off the top rope with really staring that question right in the face. You know, excuse me. Some of this stuff, if it's true, it's true, and Diddy did some messed up stuff. But how many times have we been fooled in recent years? Let's just say I could say the last 5 years, but really the last decade. The Me Too movement, I think, really got legs and started taking off, really started going around 2014. It's about to be 2024. How many times have women just said some stuff and people just believed it and just ran with it? But then after further investigation, we found out that that wasn't the case. We've seen that so many times. Darius Jackson is ultimate abuser. Ike Turner 2.0. You scratch beneath the surface, you find out no. Kiki was the abuser. Johnny Depp. You know, white Ike Turner 2.0. No, you find out Amber Heard was the abuser. Didn't they just arrest the chick that was putting that Jonathan Majors just had a situation with? My bad for not covering that. I was distracted and I was covering a lot of stuff. I didn't get to that. But I'm aware of that story, that they had to lock her up. So it's like, are we just gonna keep just sitting here just believing whatever these chicks say? Now I'm divided on it, and that's what I'm going to get into. Man, get out of there. You ain't lying. I've done content on that. I was just using Ike Turner because that's a name everybody knows. But yeah, I've done a stream where I kind of cleared his name, or added the proper nuance to it. There's a proper nuance to it. And you scratch beneath the surface, you find out that she wasn't a damsel in distress. That it was a lot going on coming from both sides on that one. And a lot of the reports close to it say more of it was coming from her. He did admit to slapping her. He did admit to that, you know. But she a lot of reports say she was doing all kind of stuff too. So you can't even throw Ike Turner all the way under that bus, you know. But Mr. Snazzy in the building says, what's good, BR? Alpha Omega in the building says, in her case, she seems to have been groomed exactly like a child, a personal ex-slave. He made promises, made her do humiliating things, allegedly, threatened to tell people, etc. Exact. Okay. All right. You know, I'm iffy. Okay. The only part that's non-negotiable to me, the parts where they said he was beating on her. Like, it was part where they said he was repeatedly kicking her in the face, kicking her in the head, like that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, if he did that, then no defense. All right. I'm not gonna play around with that one. The sexual acts, I'm not even, oh. I say you volunteered. You know, I that's just where I'm at with it. If we're talking about sexual acts, like, people can engage in some degrading sexual acts. And this kind of leads me right into it. Let me just shout out a few more people. Shout out to Patrick St. James, Dirty Folks. Who we got in here? Henry Harris, Jackie Jack. Shout out. All right, let's cut the music. Let's get into it. About to get right into it. All right. Here's the deal. Let me pull up what I got here. All right. Oh shit, that's blurrier than I thought. I'm gonna have to squint my eyes to read that. Hold on. Maybe if hold on, we're gonna do that like this. Make it zoom in on my end. That's still blurry for me to read. So I'm gonna have it up. I'm gonna have it up to where y'all can see it. And I'm gonna just go to an email and read it from elsewhere. So give me 1 second. See, I got so used to doing pre-records now. On my most recent pre-record, like going viral, just killing it on the views. Y'all can't see. The views are not current. Whatever y'all see on y'all end is like, probably a third more than that. Like that one, it was doing like 10,000, 9,000 views an hour. So my pre-records, they're killing it. And I got so used to doing pre-records, I hate these moments because these are the moments that get edited out. I'm like, man, I can't edit this. But all right. So now I got what I'm looking for. Okay. So yeah, basically additional details from Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy have been released. It says Mr. Combs and Cassie, I think that's what they're trying to say, endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disturbed demands for Miss Ventura. The dark times were those she spent trapped by Mr. Combs in a cycle of abuse, violence, and sex trafficking. I hate when they use that term, sex trafficking. The definition of that is just moving one person from one place to another place for purposes of sex. Like, technically, if I fly somebody out, they can get worked into that definition. If I meet a chick here in Michigan and I fly her to, Las Vegas and we go do some kinky stuff in Vegas and I kind of trafficked her. So I hate that term now. Two people in a relationship, they calling it trafficking. I mean, no, I think they engaged in a lot of kinky stuff. The sexual stuff, I think that part is nonsense. If he was stomping her out, then okay. The sexual stuff, no. People engage in kinky sexual acts. People have their fetishes. And if you really like a man, if being next to that man and with that man is the best thing that ever happened to your life, and you just hell-bent, determined 100% you're going to be with him, and he's asking for some I think that it was sex parties. That's why I got the Eyes Wide Shut party in the thumbnail where they was doing other stuff with other men, and he liked to watch her and other men have like wild women. People do wild kinky stuff, and when a woman is just really obsessed with a man, especially a man with the money, status, and power of Diddy, she will do some unthinkable things. Fast forward years later, when all of that, that has dried out. She's no longer with him. She's no longer a part of that wealth, part of those riches. And then now what? I endured all of that. I did all of that stuff I normally wouldn't do, but it was in my mind. It's something that I had to do because I just didn't want to tell Diddy no. I wanted to be his number one chick. Like, that's a thing. A woman can get obsessed, infatuated with a guy and feeling that power deep down in her vagina, feeling all that power that he got, all that money and all that power that he got, and she's just going to do anything. Fast forward years later, after all said and done, a little regret set in, the money dry up. I got all I could get on the front end from this thing. Now I got to get some money on the back end. Hashtag me too. Like, that's how it works. That's how it goes down. But if he was stomping the shit, I'm not gonna. If that's true, and it's alleged that the mom has photos of her bruises, like if they could manage to prove the violence, then it is what it is. But women are not going to engage in kinky fetishy sex with a rich man, and then after that rich man is no longer with them, and they've gotten older. They've aged out of his rotation. Now all of a sudden he made me do it. Like, no, you weren't a victim, you're a volunteer. I stand on that one. But anyway, they said he raped Miss Ventura, that's Cassie, in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleedings. If they got evidence of that, they got a case. If they got evidence of that, they got a case. All the sexual stuff, the hell, throw all that out. All right. Blew up a man's car. after he learned that he was romantically interested in Ventura. Now, all right, that right there has a splash of legitimacy to it because the person involved, Kid Cudi, confirms Cassie's claims that his car blew up after Diddy's threats. This is all true, he says. In an incident described in the court papers, and listen, people overrate court papers, okay? Anybody can say anything in the court papers, okay? If you're telling what happened and you're telling it to the court and they write down what you said, she could say that Diddy got dragon wings and he flew and turned into Dracula. If that's what she says happened, it's going to be in the court papers. So just because it's written in court papers don't mean it's true. A lot of people think that. That's why a lot of people jumped out the window with the Darius Jackson thing. Wow, look what Keke Palmer accused him of. It's in court papers. The court papers wouldn't just write down what she said. No, yes, the hell they would. That's how it works. They write down what the person says. And now it's in court documents because she said it. So I just want to be clear, but this one does have a 100% ring of truth. It says in one incident described in court papers, Ms. Ventura says that in early 2012, Mr. Combs grew so angry about her dating the rapper Kid Cudi, or Cudi, I'll be forgetting rappers' names, that he said he would blow up the rapper's car. Around that time, the suit says Kid Cudi's car exploded in his driveway. All right, so if Kid Cudi's car exploded, and she's saying that, yeah, he basically said that he would blow up the car, and he said he wanted to do it while they're at home and while people are there. He wanted people to see it. If that was reported that he had intentions on blowing up a car, and lo and behold, that car blew up. Kid Cudi's car blew up, and she literally can just say that, oh yeah, he said that. He said that he was going to do it, and your car blew up. So yeah, I mean, we got a prime suspect for the car blowing up. So yeah, that's he probably did that shit. Shout out to Kenneth Williams with the $10 super sticker. Do appreciate that. Do appreciate you putting something on it. Do appreciate that. Thank you very much.
What do we get for $10? Everything you want.
All right. So it's legitimacy in that. It's actually video of him discussing it. So yeah, legitimacy there. Going back to this blurry one that y'all can't see that well. I can't see it, but I'm looking at it through the email. It's just there as a figurehead. But all right, he blew up the car. All right, forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters. That sounds like volunteer work. I'm sorry. I don't. I can care less. I give no damn at all about anybody who participates in a sexual act that they regret later. Unless it was forcibly taken. Like she said no and tried to leave and was held down. Unless that happened, I'm sorry. I just don't got sympathy in my heart for people who engage in fetishy stuff, then regret it later. But if you engage in fetishy stuff with a rich man, now you want to get paid later for it. You want to file a suit later. Like, no, I don't go for that one. Forced Miss Ventura to engage in sex with male sex workers. All right, I read that one. Ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby. That really don't got nothing to do with her suit against him. That's just, saying that he got bad character. Okay, he be on some Nino Brown shit. They said he dangled somebody over a building. Over a 17-story building, like Suge Knight did to they merging Suge Knight and Vanilla Ice story with P. Diddy. Okay, cool, whatever. All right. Demanded Miss Ventura to carry a firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. That's nothing. All right. Introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. All right. So that's what's reported. There's a whole damn thing that, it's court documents. I might pull them up and go through them. I know it's a lot of people that have. I'm not necessarily going to do that. I rather I'm just going through the basic shit the surface level shit, all the details in the court documents, because that stuff is wild. And you don't, again, it's in court documents, but it's still allegedly. All right. It's in court documents, but it's allegedly. So it's what she said. The reason I have a great level of skepticism with what she's saying, even though it's a lot of stuff embedded in here that I would not put past Diddy, I have a high level of skepticism in the things that she's saying for this reason right here. For this reason right here. I'm sorry if this is, well, no, this isn't actually the reason 100%. It says NYPD denies having, okay, I'll go ahead and deal with this and I'll get to the main reason. It says NYPD denies having a criminal sexual assault investigation against Diddy, claims an employer lied to a reporter about the case. So somebody basically said, keep in mind, people say stuff, people write stuff, and then everybody repeats stuff. That's how the shit goes. Somebody said that it was an open criminal investigation. NYPD made it clear it's no criminal investigation. None of this is caught up, entangled in the criminal court in any way, shape, or form. So just worth putting that out there. All right. But so there it is right there. It says full NYPD statement. Damn it, it's small. I didn't do this right. NYPD needs yesterday a member of the NYPD Public Information Office erroneously, I hope that say erroneously is so small, told a reporter about the apparent existence of an active case file containing the name Sean Combs. He says there is no such investigation. So he's not being investigated in criminal court. Shout out Hyper Wolf. He says, what's up? Shout out to Bernard and the chat. What's up? Salute and shout out to you. Welcome aboard, everybody. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. So, and like I said, I've gotten used to doing pre-records, and I hate these moments where I don't got something where I would normally be editing this part out when I got to go look for something.
Hold up.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. This is what I meant to have for y'all that I don't got for y'all. So I'm gonna have to go save image. I'm not going to be able to put it off to the side because I don't got time to go and play with that in the app. So I'm about to put something up that's going to cover my face. I know that will be disappointing to some of you. Where's it at? Where's that? I got to put this big image over my face as soon as it downloads. And it's going to, when I read this here, it's going to give you my central point and central takeaway on this whole thing. As soon as I get this up, and it is not, there it is. Wasn't playing ball with. All right. This comes from a lawyer. This comes from okay. This is one of P. Diddy's lawyers. All right. And this has an extremely high ring of truth. All right. Okay. See, yep, y'all still gonna get a little face. All right. Oh, you can keep that scrolling down. It ain't blocking nothing. Understanding what we're about to go over right here, you understand my full position. After I do this, I'm liable to open it up right through this. this is all it is to me. In respect, a lawyer for Mr. Combs, Ben Braffman, said Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. Blah, 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 for the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been objected to Ms. Venture's persistent demand of $30 million. Okay? Now, just to be objective, it's like I said, she be making stuff, they can making this up. So that's worth throwing out here, being objective. However, moving along, it says her persistent demand of $3 million under a threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship. Now, if you watch my pre-records, you probably know my position. When the guy came out and said all that stuff about Will Smith, he said all that stuff, one, because it's probably true. Will probably, hold up. Wait, hold on. I got an important little
Hold up.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
All right, I got an emergency call. All right, that was an emergency. Okay, I'm being told that I'm borging really bad. Ain't a good goddamn thing I could do about that. Okay, I wasn't even watching the chat at all. But thank you for that call, person who told me. Holy hell. All right, y'all just gotta have to let me know or keep me posted on whether or not it's still doing that. I don't know why it's doing it. I know I pay for top quality business internet. But I'm going to just keep talking and we're going to see what happens. Let me know. Let me know. Did I say I'm back in the game? Okay. I didn't do nothing to change it. Maybe I need to move this damn phone away from the yeah, I'll try that. I'll try moving the phone away from the damn the thing. I don't know, maybe it was picking up I don't know. We'll see. All right, my bad, y'all. How long has it been trash? Ooh, for okay, so it's trash for like a good 4 minutes. Okay. Apologies. I don't know why it did that. Let me take a sip. All right, let's get this together. All right. Starting over. And that's fine because this is really this right here, this document right here, this is my whole position in a nutshell. This is the central thing I'm going to talk about. So P. Diddy's lawyer, and I don't know if it was Borgen when I said this. This is what a lawyer is saying, and somebody wrote it down, just like she went to the court and she said some stuff and they wrote it down. It don't mean that it's true just because she said it. Therefore, it doesn't mean that this is true just because P. Diddy's lawyer said it. Being completely objective, we don't know which one is true. Just making that clear. We don't know which one is true. However, what is being spoken right here pretty much sums up my position. Okay, so in response, a lawyer for Mr. Combs, Ben Brafman, said Mr. Combs vehemently denies these offensive and outrageous allegations. Okay, that's the blah 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 part. This is the interesting part. Excuse me. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Ms. Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Okay. This is the point I was trying to make before I started snap, crackle, and popping. When that guy that was Will Smith's assistant wrote that, he got a book coming out. So when he went on Tasha K to try to expose all of that stuff about Will Smith, that was probably true. I'll just go ahead and throw that out there. Will probably did that. It probably was true. Here's the deal. I say these tell-all books. These tell-all books are essentially a form of extortion. Okay? I say it's a form of extortion because if that man would have went to Will Smith and said, hey, we was cool. I worked for you. You paid me well. I'm not nobody's assistant anymore. My money is dried up. But man, we was cool. I wasn't just your employee. We was like brothers. Help a brother out. Front me $100,000 till I figure out my next move and get on my feet. If he go to Will Smith and say that, and Will Smith say, nah, sorry, I can't do it. He can't get $100,000, right out of the pocket of Will Smith. What do you think he's going to do? he's going to write that tell-all book. But if Will Smith would have gave him that $100,000, well, he wouldn't write the tell-all book. You see how that works? I'm going to go and try to get money from you on the front end. In the event that you don't give me that money, now I got to get that money on the back end with a tell-all book, which means these tell-all books end up being extortion money. That's why I'm asking the question in the title: Is this extortion? You got to ask that question, because if it's legitimate that she had a book, a potential book. I'm gonna get to Java Joe's super chat in a second. Let's pull that down. If she had a book, a potential book that she was going to write, a tell-all book, if she had that going on, if that was going to happen, then that creates a situation in a scenario where he would have to fork over money to get her to shut up. You're not going to fork over the money? Okay, now I'm going to expose you. That's simply what it is. Now, in the case of Will Smith, that guy didn't do anything or wasn't involved in anything that could be, looked at as criminal. He just, according to him, saw some crazy stuff with his own eyes that he could talk about. But either way it go, in the case of P. Diddy, in the case of Will Smith's assistant, in the case of a lot of these situations, if the celebrity will give the person who used to be in close proximity to them, either via a relationship, personal assistant, friend, bodyguard, however, the driver, could you imagine the stories that if Rick James had the same driver for 5 years? Can you imagine the stories that driver got to tell? Forget Charlie Murphy, True Hollywood Stories or whatever. So that's what it is. These people be extorting the celebrity. So I do view this as a form of extortion. That's just how I look at this thing. Now, let's deal with the threat of writing a book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail. Despite withdrawing her initial threat, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payout. That's what all of this turns into. That's what all of this turns into, is them trying to seek a payout. However, I do think it's the case, and as I said this about all these cases, when all this stuff is thrown out there, it all can't be true, but at the same time, it all can't be a lie. And like Java Joe just pointed out, civil cases are easier to win. She's probably going to do better with that civil case than what she will with a tell-all book. After all, Jada Pinkett Smith's book just flopped. And she ripping Will Smith a new one. That book flopped. It probably made that book probably made, just based off my calculations, spitballing it. I could be wrong. But looking at where it was at, what it was ranked, and how long it was ranked there, I'll be shocked if she made anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 off that book. I'll be shocked. So she's sitting there thinking, this tell-all book, even if it's successful, it might make me $100,000. If I beat them in civil court, I could possibly get $30 million. So she's taking it the civil court route. I couldn't get money from them directly. My tell-all book might flop like Jada Pinkett's book. Civil court, let's go. Like, that's the game plan. And the reason I have to come to that conclusion, because how many times have we been duped? How many times have we been fooled? How many times have a woman just came out with allegations about a rich man that she used to have sex with? How many times before we just like, I just don't believe it. I just don't. What is it going to take for us to just finally get to that point? And I hate to do this because it's acts of violence. Like he was beating the shit out of her. Like if that can be proven, then yeah, charge him for that. Charge him for it. But you can't. I don't like that charging a man because he was a powerful man and he was with a woman and she wanted to be next to that power and she made some sacrifices to be next to that power, and some of those sacrifices was participating in some wild, crazy, wacky, eyes wide shut orgies. When people chasing a dream, they sacrifice all kinds of crazy things. You know, it's people who done, left a family, moved to LA, chase a dream. They living in a van. They doing casting call after casting call. They doing all kind of weird stuff. They done sucked it. We already know. They done ridiculous things trying to make it. They done been poor. They done been homeless. They've been fighting and scrapping. What people sacrifice to get their dreams to come true is immeasurable. Is innumerable. You can't even put a dollar amount on what people sacrifice to get their dreams to come true. Well, as a woman, being with a man that rich and that powerful, yes, I think she was legitimately willing to sacrifice a lot of stuff that she normally wouldn't do, that she feel dirty and less than human about doing some of the stuff that she was willing to do to be with him. Aside from the getting stumped out stuff, if that's true, I got no argument there. But weird sexual acts, yeah, people would do that. There's plenty of women out there obsessed with Chris Brown, and they would do anything to be with Chris Brown, and they get with him, and they find out, oh yeah, being with him, it comes with getting pissed on and defecated on, every Tuesday and Thursday. How bad do I really want to be with Chris Brown? I think there's a not insignificant number of women who want to be with Chris Brown that damn bad. So that's why I don't want to hear nothing about, when they was doing that with R. Kelly, they was talking about a sex cult. No, I didn't want to hear it. If you got evidence that he was messing with an underage girl, which they did, but he was, buying his way out, he was settling out of court for $250,000. Go look it up. If that's the case, we talking about grown, legal age women. I didn't want to hear nothing about what R. Kelly did with grown, legal age women. I didn't want to hear nothing about that. If it was kids, then yeah, lock them up. And they tried, and he paid the family off. You see how it all roads lead back to: are you willing to pay enough to get them to go away? I don't think Diddy was willing to pay enough to get her to go away, and that may be a mistake. That may come back to bite him in the ass. He probably should have forked up that $30 million. But anyway, Java Joe in the building says, remember, Bernard, in a civil suit, the legal burden for the plaintiff is proving that the event simply more likely than not occurred. Yeah. And she got all the list of all the hotels that they were at. I'm sure it's going to be some records where you could check all the 12 different hotels where they went in there and they did this, and they had the eyes wide shut party and gay male prostitutes in there doing the fucking trains and all kind of weird, wacky, crazy sexual stuff. And she remembered the exact time and date and every place that she was at while she was completely drugged. So that tells me one or two things. Either she wasn't that drugged, or at some point she was thinking, this is getting wild. So what I'm going to do with this thing, I want to start, at some point she started jotting everything down. At some point, I think she started doing that. Jackie, Chris Brown Defense Force. I made a hypothetical situation about Chris Brown, and you just want to make sure everybody know that was hypothetical. He can't just hypothetically piss on somebody and you not have to correct the record. You can't just let me use him in a hypothetical analogy about pissing on somebody.
What do we get for $10?
Everything you want.
Hood said she wasn't completely drugged, like 40%. The Saturday show been on a slight hiatus, but should be back tomorrow. I haven't even talked to Hood, but hopefully we'll hopefully we'll get the Saturday show back popping. Hopefully we'll get the Saturday show back popping, but tomorrow. But yeah. But all right, let's get back into it. Let's get back into it. Dame C in the building to $5 super chat. He says, "BR, this is not about a lawsuit. It's about sending P Diddy to prison. Everything she alleging are felonies. It's been reviewed. There's a criminal case." NYPD denies having a criminal sexual assault investigation open against P Diddy. Claims an employer lied to a reporter about the case. There's no open criminal case. It's just not. That part is not true. It is not an open criminal case. So this is all in civil court. This is all about getting money for damages or loss of, I don't know how she calculate the 30 million that Diddy costed her, but no, this isn't about a criminal case. He's not being tried. This is a, I don't want to just say it's only a reputation smear tactic, even though it is smearing a reputation, but it's smearing a reputation in exchange for money because of the thing that, well, to steel man the argument, you cause pain and suffering to me, and that pain and suffering in my calculation costs $30 million. Therefore, I'm suing you for $30 million of pain and suffering and or loss of income as a result of that suffering. That's the steel man of the civil case argument. That's what they're arguing. But the man ain't on trial for nothing illegal. I mean, he's not. That's not what it is. So it really comes. So what it really comes down to when you say yes, but still, it really comes down to you believe her and you think that nigga did it. And if you believe her and you think he did all that stuff, then yeah. I mean, if you believe her, you believe her. I can't tell you what you can or cannot believe. Only thing I can say is we've seen this movie before. That's why I'm skeptical. That's all. That's where I'm at. The believe all women era is coming to a screeching halt. You know, I thought that for a second. You know, I thought after the Johnny Depp case and so many cases that just got broke wide where it was proven that this chick was lying, I thought it would just come to a screeching halt. But apparently, all a chick got to do is show you some screenshots of her ex trying to take her cell phone and some screenshots of her jumping over a couch, climbing over a couch, and she could just say, "Hey, he flipped me over a couch. He threw me over a couch." You can show still images of his hands by her chest, snatching at a cell phone. "Oh no, he's choking me. He's choking me." You can show still images of him not hitting her and say, "He hit me in these still images." And everybody is just believing all women. Even though evidence has come out that she was actually hitting him, even though that evidence has come out, people still believe in her original story. Even though he did actually produce something she couldn't produce, and that was, images, talking about Darius Jackson, he could produce images of bruises on his body. Something she couldn't produce. People still believe in all women. So I actually thought for a second that the Believe All Women movement was coming to a halt. I thought people were learning. That was a little loud. I thought people was learning. I literally did. But no, they're not. They're literally not. That's linked to the video that I'm referring to, where we pretty much debunked the whole idea that he was abusing her and showed that it's more at the first line in the video, it's more evidence that she was abusive to him than what he was abusive to her. It's more evidence of that. Like that's where more of the evidence actually lies. So, but people naturally still believe in her. Even when the evidence is coming out, nobody is talking about evidence. Her lies was loud as a goddamn a train riding through your dining room. the truth that's coming out that she was actually abusive towards him, and there's literally no evidence that he was abusive towards her. That's a whisper. So yeah, people are still going to believe all women, and I'm just not going to be duped. I'm sorry. I have just cold, unemotional skepticism when a woman makes a claim against a rich man. I have skepticism. That's just where I'm at with it. Some of that stuff sound wild, sound like some stuff Diddy probably would do. We've heard all kind of crazy rumors about Diddy. Some of that stuff sound like some stuff he might do. But I'm sorry, I do not get moved by the words of a woman charging up a rich man. I just don't. I can't help that. That ain't going nowhere. I think it was some more super chats. I think I had or did I have another one? Or is that it? No, I got the Dame C. Thank you for supporting the live stream. Appreciate you, Java Joe. I remember. Okay, I think I think I got them all. Shout out to everybody in the building. Do appreciate each and every one of you. Do appreciate each and every one of you. Let's get into it. All right. It says, don't believe all women, only believe Diddy X. Yeah. We don't believe all women over here, but Diddy X is telling the truth. She wouldn't lie. Diddy X wouldn't just pull some. She wouldn't just pull something on her ass. No. We have no reason whatsoever to believe that might be the case. No reason whatsoever. All right. All right. Had to check something. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold up. All right. Had to do a little investigation. All right. What else did I have on there? Was something else that I was about to get to with this thing. Yeah, the live stream game, a little rusty. Hold on. I ain't been live streaming. I've been greatly enjoying doing these pre-records, and they taking off. So what I did, I talked about the mother got some bullshit ass notes over here. So I talked about the mother got pictures. Mother got pictures of the violence. Then that's that's a wrap. That's a wrap. If they got pictures of that. That's a wrap. If the mom, well, I don't know if that's a wrap because even then, if I wanted to say, let's just say I spent the night at Mike Tyson's house, and I wanted to say that Mike Tyson beat me up, and I want to sue him for $30 million. I can come up if I think I can get $30 million off Mike Tyson, I can come up with some bruises. so that even bruises are a little skeptical. If I'm trying to get the bag off somebody, I can produce some bruises. That's a small sacrifice. That is a small sacrifice. You said she married Diddy's personal trainer. I don't know what that really got to do with anything other than just pissed him off and made him jealous. Made him more likely to be abusive. I don't know what that, I don't know what that does. But there's more stuff coming out there. A lot of people are coming forward. This is a suspect-looking assistant of Cassie who is corroborating the story. That's more or less what's going on there. I got a lot of stuff that I clipped. What we got here. He's saying it's all true. He's saying it with a lisp, so I don't believe him. But no, but he's saying it's all true. I was Cassie's personal trainer, assistant, and seen a lot during my days beside her. She's a very strong woman and deserves every penny. The things she endured, you could never imagine. So that's what's out there. A lot of people close to it. It's looking like almost like that standard thing that happens with Me Too, where one person says something. One person says something. Wait, hold on, y'all, real quick. It's looking like that standard Me Too stuff where one person says something and then now everybody's coming out the woodwork. That's people are going to basically it's going to be like Bill Cosby. Okay, it took one brave soul to come out and say that, yeah, Bill Cosby did this to me, and then a bunch of other people like, oh yeah, definitely, Bill Cosby, I did, the local party drugs with Bill Cosby too. Hashtag Me Too. It's like, that's more or less what's going on there. Give me 1 second. I am getting bombarded with interruptions. Hold on. Hold up. All right, here we go. All right. Getting bombarded with interruptions. But there is that. So it's what we're looking at here is more or less an arms race of who do you believe? This person is saying this. Do you believe that person? This person is saying that. Do you believe that person? That's pretty much what we got going here. So essentially everything that everybody is about to be up in arms about. Hold on. Everything that everybody is about to be up in arms about for the next few weeks, months, probably just days, probably a whole damn year. It essentially comes to who do you believe? Do you believe her? She's making outrageous claims. Do you buy it? That's what it is. And when it comes down to something that simple of this person is saying this and do you believe it? And now somebody got to cough up $30 million because this person is saying this and she convinced a court that it was true. That we're in a position where we're just talking about something really weird. Not weird. Weird ain't the right word. We're talking about like $30 million be on the line over hearsay. And that's more or less what I'm trying to say here. $30 million be on the line over hearsay because anybody who was close to that rich and powerful man can basically say, yeah, well, I was close to him. I saw him throw feces on people. And he threw feces on me. And it caused me pain and suffering and affected my ability to go out in the world with confidence and earn money. And it's been 10 years and I'd add up what I would be making per year over the time of dealing with the pain and suffering of P. Diddy throwing feces on me. And I run the numbers and it came up to, I probably would have made $1 million over the next 10 years. So I'm going to a civil lawsuit. Diddy owes me $1 million. Like, is that easy? All you got to do is make the claim that he threw shit on you. Like, that's what a civil case is. That's what it is. The link is in the chat if anybody want to come up and get a piece of this, but I would definitely be more than happy with doing a short win and getting in and out of here. But the link is in the chat for anyone who wants to come on up. And hey, RM, when you be posting that, let's get to 35K grown man hour subscribe today. That's actually happening now. Before it was like it wasn't moving. That thing wasn't going nowhere. That thing is moving now. My subscribers is growing by the day. I'm glad I'm finally committed and focused in on doing those pre-records. There's a lot of them are paying dividends. Got one fresh one that I dropped at 1 a.m. That bastard is about to hit 50,000 views. 50,000 views in 12 hours. Getting that pre-record algo. And that's what's up. I'm actually happy about that. But all right, we are joined by Dirty Folks. What's up and what is going on? What you got on this topic?
I mean, I don't believe her because I'm sure she had on clothes. But here's my question. These are what's alleged and what we know about P. Diddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know it's alleged that he did the the shooting that Shine got convicted of. We know that he had J-Lo put the gun in her purse. So that's a P. Diddy type of thing. It's alleged that he and Quincy Jones colluded against Tupac. It's alleged that he got Biggie hit. It's alleged.
Wait, hold on. Let's back up. I never understood the logic behind that one. What good reason would he have? I understand the Tupac thing. I understand some of the other shit you said. What would be even the logical rationale behind getting Biggie hit?
Big dropped that double CD because that was his commitment, and he was about to move on and start his own label, Undies. So Puffy kept all the records. That's why Jay-Z said something like they said if Biggie was alive, I wouldn't be in this position. But if Biggie survived, yo would have got the commission. Because in all the songs he was talking about, the commission was coming out, and Puffy got the masters, whatever. Like Puff made a lot
Hold
of
on.
money.
He said if Biggie survived. Oh no, say that again. Them some bars.
Yeah, but he said people said if Big was alive, I wouldn't be in this position. But if Biggie survived, you would have got the commission.
Okay, so when Biggie used to be talking about the commission, that basically would have been his thing.
Yeah, that was gonna be their album. It was like him, Jay-Z, I don't Mace. It was gonna be a bunch of people. He was starting his own little bad boy type of thing. He was
got it. And Diddy didn't want to lose Biggie and have him as a competitor, so that's why he
allegedly.
Allegedly.
But my whole thing is 30 years of alleged people get shot. You got the thing now with the Crip dude that just got locked up after 30 years of going online talking about he shot Tupac, right?
Man, ain't that crazy?
So you have all these alleged hits around Puff, right? Which I can see because he went to Howard, that Hills a mug. Anyway, why would I be like, yo, it's cheaper for him to get me hit than it is for him to pay me 30 mil. Do I really want to go against this man? You know,
yeah.
That's what I would have thought. Like when I heard something,
Wait, hold on. It's cheaper for him to it's cheaper for him to
it's cheaper for her breaks to go out than it is for him to pay $30 million in civil court.
True. So what is the implications of what you're saying right there? So you're saying he can get her killed for cheaper than paying her off that money, but she's still alive, so he clearly not getting her killed. Right. So it's like, that's why I'm, go ahead.
Okay, here's my because even if she said what she said, allegedly he blew up her boyfriend's car while she was in his house. Like, if she really thought that he was a mob member type of guy, like, people don't testify against the mafia. So I don't think she's really as afraid of him as she acts like she is. I think
if she was really that damn afraid, she wouldn't be doing this. Or she definitely wouldn't be allegedly behind the scenes trying to, ransom, money from him and threaten to do a tell-all book if he was really that vicious about it.
Yeah, she's doing press releases on it. She's doing runs. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know the truth in it. I think Puffy knows he can beat the allegations. That's why he's not really worried about it. But if I were her, I'd be worried about it.
Why are you so confident that he could beat the allegations? I mean, like I was saying, like, people can just say shit and they say it, and then you gotta go prove the negative so you don't have to pay $30 million. So it seems like from there it's reasonable to assume that hey, she might be able to get him. The best lawyers to take her case and win her that 30 million and then pinch 5 million off the top of it. Like that, you're gonna have lawyers. Like I don't think he's gonna lose.
I think it's one of two things. Either I think he believes he can beat the case. I mean, 30 years of allegation and nothing touching you. You got a good track, a good track history of beating cases.
Yeah, Diddy is undefeated.
He's the Floyd Mayweather of court cases.
Yeah.
Or that he can settle out of court for 3 million instead of 30 million and just make it go away. But either way, I don't think Puffy's really worried about it.
Yeah, I
And I
mean,
don't think she worried because she's going on press runs.
yeah, I mean, if Diddy that dude that be having people be getting people killed, then yeah, I mean, I saw a video. I know you already up on this stuff. But that video really put it in perspective for me how everybody close to him came up dead.
Yeah,
Like,
or found God. They either came up dead or found God.
yeah. So yeah. So that's why I say it's something going on there with Diddy. I don't know if all this stuff that she's saying is true, but it is a there that he is a a unique type of individual that got some weird behind the scenes dealings that we don't see. We just see the results, and we gotta think like, hold on now, nigga. That was very convenient. It's like that's how you do.
Yeah, now, here's the thing. I believe everything she said, even the abuse. I
Mm-hmm.
believe. I just don't think she could prove it.
Mm. You don't think that if they started cataloging and taking pictures of the stompings and all of that stuff, that it's gonna matter?
Puff is probably the most recorded person in the last 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
I think if there was something there, there would be a TMZ leak like there would have been a long time ago.
Yeah, like they said he was sending her to Hawaii for 3 weeks to go recover from from the ass whoopings and whatnot. And I'm like, between somebody at a hotel, somebody saw P. Diddy's girl with a beat up face. Somebody saw it, Now nobody leaked out nothing. So there's that.
I mean, I saw a Rick Ross video of Puffy cussing out his record label in a private condo. And Puffy said he asked, "How did you get that film?" He said, "Man, I bought it for 30,000." There is nothing that Puffy doesn't do in public or private that's not filmed. That's why I say I don't. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't think they have proof. I think they. I think he did it. I think he does domestic discipline. I think he did it.
I mean, some of that stuff was beyond domestic discipline. I mean, if you stumping her out, I can't call that domestic discipline. If you getting stumped out, like that's okay. Don't get me taken down. I'm in the
No, I'm not.
algorithm.
No,
I'm
no.
perfect.
No,
Yeah.
I'm letting you. I'm letting you be great. And I'm just saying. I believe. I believe if she said it happened, I believe. I mean, that comes before blowing up somebody's car. Like, if she said it happened, I believe it happened. I just don't think she can prove it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I hate civil. I hate civil cases. I hate civil cases, especially for stuff that happened, more than 5-10 years ago. It's just like I said. I can literally say that that fucking Will Smith threw a handful of shit at me, and it caused me pain and suffering. It was 5 years ago, but I haven't recovered from it, and I've been going through emotional trauma and talking to a therapist, and I haven't been able to work and take care of my family for them 5 years. I make $80,000 a year, 80,000 times 5. That's how much Will Smith owe me for throwing that shit at me. Do I got evidence? No, but he threw shit at me. Like that's how I feel about civil cases where people trying to get money from somebody rich.
I felt that way about Puff. I mean, about Kobe when Kobe hotel situation. I said the same thing. Like, you're violated, but you just want money. Like, okay.
Yeah, I think Kobe did smash. Did I mean, reportedly, allegedly. I mean, I think he had consensual anal sex.
Yeah, Kobe did it, but Kobe's flaw was he didn't let her spend the night. He did it, then he kicked her out, and she felt cheapened. That's where Kobe went wrong. But I mean, I what I'm saying is there was no criminal case. It was just a civil case. She said, "Just give me the money." I don't believe any give me the money cases.
Me either. I can't. Yeah.
Not if you're giving me felonies. You're giving me 25 to life felonies, and then say, you grape juice me, you attempted deleted me, you did all these things to me. Give me some money. I don't see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be if she was going for a criminal case, then it's like, okay, he committed these crimes. It's in criminal court. The NYPD just said there's no criminal investigation going on. So if she did that, then it's like, okay, she's going for it. She's going for the gusto right now. She ain't going for the gusto. She just going for my ex had me into some weird kinky eyes wide shut sex parties, and I feel bad about it. Like that's what it sounds like. I don't like who I am anymore. Like that. That's what it sounds like to me whenever they start talking about stuff that they willfully did at a sex party.
And I'll say this and drop off. Have you noticed nobody snitches on Puff? I mean, except for Keefy D. Keefy D snitch all the time. But besides Keefy D, nobody says anything bad about Puff except I didn't get my publishing. Like
right.
Like the world watched Puff sexually assault Fabulous on the Drink Champs.
Okay.
And
the whole world saw it except for me because
bro, that clip is hot, bro. Like he came and he was drunk. Puffy was drunk. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He just popped up while Fabulous was doing Drink Champs and was like, "Yo, Fab, how come you don't never come party with me?" And he was like, "I was just at a yacht party a couple weeks ago. But no, party with me private."
Oh shit, he didn't say that,
bro. He said it, and then he started touching on him, and you know, Fab like doing the move the hand, like, "Man, chill, Puff, you drunk, bro, sit down." And like Puffy was in full swing, and Fab after that, when he was questioned about it, was like, "Nah, Puff cool, that's my guy. Nah, he's not like that. You know what I'm saying? He just plays a lot when he's drunk." Like all the accusations, and nobody comes out the closet, no pun intended, and like, "Yo, Puff did that." Like nobody snitches on Puff except they want their publishing. I don't see how so I'm sure she doesn't have any police reports or anything. Oh, they done.
Yeah, I had to go get it. I've never seen this. Is old Drink Champs. They was on an Android phone back then. They was damn. Like Drink Champs look good right now. Okay, started from the bottom, now they there. Yeah, this look trashy. But all right, I got to play this shit. I ain't never seen it.
Yeah, I love this Drink Champs. I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, when you put my bag.
Oh, I did hear about this. He's calling them niggas daddy. I did hear about this. I heard about this. I ain't never looked it up. He called niggas daddy. Hell no.
Yeah, I love this Drink Champs. I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, when you put my bag. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. No, I like that.
I'll be practicing. I got
Okay, they got the captions and everything. Okay, they with it.
Yeah, I love this Drink Champs. I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, when you put my bag. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping for shit.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over with that.
Hey, was that that's Fabulous, right?
That's Fab. That's Fab.
I don't recognize him without a hat on. That's my first time seeing him without a hat.
Oh, come on, man.
I've never seen him without a hat on. Okay, I mean,
come on, man.
niggas be hat fishing. Don't act like we don't know. Like I ain't
but he ain't hat fishing though.
No, okay. Either way it go, if I only see you with a hat on for a decade plus, and then I see you without a hat, I gotta, blink twice and squint my eyes.
Hat off for that such shit that was going on.
I'm not gonna go over with that one.
Make a wish. Just blow it out. Your birthday every day.
Every day's your birthday on Drink Champs. God damn it, I'm in.
Where I look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real, because it seems like a thing.
I miss
his birthday party,
Puff, man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Huh?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but man, you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying? Eyes.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is not new. This is not new. People been snitching on him the whole time. It's just that he's so rich and powerful that no one listens. People have been snitching on him in his business dealings and in his personal life for a while. This has been coming.
That's what I'm saying, Ante. That's what I said. Fab sound like a girl trying to get out this situation at the club. Like,
right.
He
legitimately uncomfortable. Like that.
Yes.
Like he reminded me of, like, I remember like at my brother's house. like, you know, it'd be, you know, he had like a little pool table and stuff in there. Dudes be over there, you know, shooting pool, shooting dice. There'd be some girls over there sometimes. It wouldn't. I ain't trying to make it seem like it was just like that damn live all the time. But every now and then it'd be a nice little crowd over there. We partying. And then one of the niggas start getting a little, you know, just start saying some weird shit, and you just see the girls getting uncomfortable. Like, you know how I look when that girls, they not trying to just be just abruptly get up and leave, but you see them like kind of like slowly grabbing their purse, like slowly, like slowly just repositioning they jacket all the way back on. Well, that's what Fabulous was doing right there. Like he had that I'm slowly grabbing my purse just in case I need to get out of here.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know why anybody is surprised by this whole Cassie thing, because he has a lot of dirt when it comes to like how he deals with people. Did she willingly do some shit? Yes, but I think she was doing it mostly to get into business, and he was taking advantage. This is not new. He's done this with men and women in the industry, bro.
Yeah, I agree with that part. Listen, when a chick meet I can't even come up with the percentile of man that he is looking at with everything that he accomplished. No, he's a top.
He's like a 0.5.
No, not even that. He's probably like 0.0001. Like he's that. Like if a girl is that close to that, like that is that's the greatest accomplishment on earth for a woman. And if that comes with some weird sexual acts, then yeah, she was down for it. She just feel bad after the fact. But let me get through this damn video.
Eyes, brother. Eyes. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So check this out. It's me, Tyrese, Ray J, and F. Gary Gray. You know, I'm a type of nigga, I like variety, man. I like people that's unpredictable. You know what I'm saying? I like different personalities. So I was like, I never knew they would become what they are today. But you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, that sounded like the type of night I want to have in Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So
it's like
kept on talking.
It's a Floyd fight, right?
Yeah. And Tyrese keep on talking about like how you got to get back for church. And we just like, yo, the night ain't start. You got to get back for church. We in motherfucking Vegas, nigga. But like, you can go to church next week. You know what I'm saying? Sending your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Tyrese is trying to get little.
Hey, listen.
Tyrese hanging out with Diddy, and he making up. Why men got to make excuses like a chick that, you know, I got to go babysit my niece in the morning, so I gotta like nigga, grown ass niggas is making excuses of shit they got to do later to get away from Diddy.
Yeah, well, let's be honest about it. Diddy for the past like 3 decades has been one of the most powerful dudes, and he can make and break your fucking career. So it's not surprising, bro. It's not that surprising.
That was my only point, bro. Like, I believe everything she said. I just don't think she could prove it, because it's out there. Like, I believe her. Like, she got grown men with shooters scared. You know what I'm saying?
It's going. Listen, it's going to take. But here's the thing, though. Diddy has so much dirt and grime. All it takes is somebody uncovering it. The only reason why people weren't talking about it is because he's at the top. This is a pattern. When you're at the top, everybody is going to brush over all the shit you were doing. Diddy is not at the top anymore. He's not as useful anymore.
Well, no, because he's a bit. He not. You don't look at him or view him as at the top in terms of, you know, the music industry, but he is a billionaire, so he's still technically at the top. My only view. Hold on, real quick. I just want to make it clear. My view on this is that when it comes to all the weird sexual acts, okay, I believe that. When it comes to him beating her up in the graphic way that she described, I think that part was probably embellished. And it's like Dirty said, it's hard. It's going to be hard to prove it. But
Are we sure? Are we sure it's gonna be hard to prove?
Well, it's hard to prove an ass whooping from 10 years ago. It just is.
Are we sure it's hard to prove? Because, like I said,
how do you hold on? How do you prove an ass whooping from 10 years ago? It's all a matter
why does she need to prove it?
That's a fair question because she might just need to convince somebody that
let's just be real, Bernard. They don't have to prove anything.
I agree.
If it was a man that was coming in and suing, he had to have all the receipts, right?
No, I agree.
But women don't have the receipts. Let's not play with that real quick.
No, and I'm not. Well, to make it clear, I ain't playing with nothing. What I'm saying is, it can't be proven. But her trump card, and I think this is what you was alluding to. Her trump card is hashtag believe all women. Hashtag believe. Yeah, she got a pussy and hashtag believe all women. That's her trump card that she's using, and she might get to 30 mil, and P. Diddy gonna pay the 30 mil like it's like a speeding ticket, and then walk free and go on doing his thing and just maintain that this bitch lying. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Why are we questioning it?
Why are we questioning it?
Oh, yeah, why are we questioning it?
Well, if okay.
Whether or not time
out. You asked why we question. Let me answer. I would rather not live in a world where a man can become super rich and successful, and some woman that he used to have sex with for a period of time can just say, "Oh, by the way, I know it's been 10 years later. I know I don't have any evidence, but when I was having sex with him, he shit on me, and I didn't like that. It's been 10 years, but I don't like that he shitted on me, and so I need 30 million."
She was 19. Well, hold up, because he was more than twice. Right. Let's just play devil's advocate real quick.
Now I'm about to roll the tape. Let me roll the tape, man.
Just roll the tape. Roll the tape.
Don't bring God into this situation. You know what I'm saying? F. Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, wait. What was he saying? I missed that one.
He said he was feeling like.
Let me watch it again. I was reading the chat. Let me watch this again real quick. Hold on.
I don't even know what that means. Ray J
feeling like Ray J is into this situation. You know what I'm saying? F. Gary Gray is like, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Ray J. So Ray J is like just really like feeling like Ray J right now. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know what that means.
Diddy drunk it. Listen, Diddy drunk as hell. He don't even know what the fuck he's saying.
All right.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Hold on. All right, let me everybody be quiet. I gotta hear this.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I said let me pick it up.
That's why I said let me pick it up from right there.
This why I gotta pick it up from right there.
Look at this nigga.
Go ahead.
No, bro.
Killing.
Come tell the story. Bro, we're intoxicated.
Listen.
Oh, bro, we helping me build that beautiful, nice guy, Rastafari brand of yours, huh? I see you, man.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday to you. Woo! Happy birthday. It's fabulous. The only nigga that got the name that I want.
What?
Happy birthday to you.
Y'all must be new. This is not new.
No, this is new to me. I never saw this. This is I already admitted this was brand fucking new to me. Dirty folks brought it up and said he sexually assaulted. That was some Me Too shit. Fabulous.
Yes.
Fabulous need to drop that hashtag Me Too on Twitter.
Fabulous ain't gonna do that shit though. You know why he's not gonna do that shit.
Yeah. And that's my point. That was the point I was making. Like Fab ain't saying nothing, and the world saw it. And Fab Puff cool.
Because they don't take it seriously when it happens to men. At all. Because everybody's laughing and giggling at that shit.
Nobody laughing.
No, there was some very uncomfortable laughs. That was
No. I'm not talking about them.
Bro. Yeah, no. Okay. Well, I want to point that out. That they are treating that like a situation where somebody who just got everything over them is doing something just stupid and outrageous, but they just can't do what they would do if it was anybody else and be like, damn, nigga, what the fuck you doing? You know, no, they gotta like laugh and joke it. They gotta do the uncomfortable laughs thing,
Yeah.
and play it off because they don't want to piss off this person who might fuck around and do something. So yeah, that's the
I'm just talking about.
hold on. That's the situation that he got these men in, and I accept that homegirl was in similar situation where she didn't want to say, no to Diddy, but at the same time, if somebody is trying to get you, tuned up for some weird, wacky, crazy sexual acts, and you don't say no, I'm sorry. That's called consenting.
Well, Bernard, listen, I get what you're saying, because technically it is considered, but people are going to look at the age, because again, she's talking about when she first got into the game. She was 19. No one is going to view it that way, especially if it's a woman. Now, if it was a man, yes, he's a grown ass man hear me out. He's a grown ass man at 19. The woman at 19 is a little fucking girl, right?
All right, that's
what she's playing on.
You can call these little girls at 19 who be having enough game to get rich men to give them millions of dollars. You can call them little girls if you want to.
Bernard, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the general public. She is doing.
All right, cool. The general public is wrong when they take a 19-year-old who a lot of them make very calculated decisions, and the men that they mess with and the men that they get to give them money and cash them out. Like these little girls are some of them, not all of them. A lot of them be on there broke, but a lot of them can go on OnlyFans and run up the score and get 20 million and go there and get damn.
When she was 19, OnlyFans wasn't a thing.
Bro, I refuse to let you make girls not seem like they mature past 12. And 19, at 19, girls got kids. They taking graduation pictures with a baby on their lap. You know what I'm saying? At 19, bro, you already had your major. She probably got a job somewhere. Banner. What girls used to drive? The Dodge
Nissan Altimas.
Yeah, she got a Nissan Altima. She got a Dodge Avenger. You know what I'm saying? At 19, she got a little apartment and a felon living on the couch. At 19, bro. Now you gonna tell me at 19 she don't know which dude to suck? Come on, man, quit playing.
Yeah. I mean, they out there calculated. I can't take their adulthood from them. You know, people can go off to war and die at 18. That 19-year-old know what the hell she doing. However, I do accept that there is a manipulation aspect to it. There is a power dynamic. There's a power imbalance. But at the end of the day, you're an adult. And if you participated in consensual sexual acts, I'm sorry, I don't got that much sympathy for you. Now, if he stumped her out and all that stuff, then yeah, I can't get jiggy with that. But the sex part of it, just looking at that video, yeah, he did all that sexual stuff.
Yeah, he did that.
They did say it was a forcible grape, but I don't necessarily even buy that one. But all the other sexual stuff, the sex parties with men, male prostitutes and her, and he watching and filming it and jacking off to it and the whole works. Like, yep, he did all that. I believe all that. So
I believe everything she said. I just don't think she could prove it. I believe everything she said. I really do. But even the stomp out, I believe the stomp out. You don't want to believe that of a man to do it to a woman, but yeah.
I think those are the type of things that they gotta add to it to make it worse, because if it was only the weird eyes wide shut sex parties, then she got to deal with the wait a minute, you participated in all of this. So throwing in forcible grape and getting stumped out, that makes it to the point where, okay, we are talking about actual crimes, not just a bunch of real kinky freaky shit. Actual crimes. So in that part of it, I'm skeptical of, because I just don't. But Go ahead. Get your
I,
last word. Get your
all right,
last word in
all
on
right,
this,
all
and
right.
let me
Yeah,
get out of here.
I'm a debate. Look, all I'm saying is, I really don't believe her because she's wearing clothes. I just believe that Puffy is the type that would do it. I'm not even saying he did it. I just believe that he would do it. Like it's in his psychological profile. Like if somebody said it, you'd be like, yeah, Puffy, yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, just like Will Smith getting
yeah,
bent over by Dwayne Martin. That shit just got a ring of truth to it. I don't
yeah.
know.
And I don't believe that. When I listened to his story, I was like, yo, that story don't make sense. But yeah,
Did
it
you
could.
actually listen? Did you actually listen to the full interview?
No, I just listened to the clip on Twitter.
Okay, all right, yeah. I know if I listen to the full interview, I'll be able to decode where he's
No,
making shit up.
no,
But
but
I don't even got the patience to listen to the full interview.
I just listened to that 1 minute and I knew he was lying because
Okay.
nothing added up. I was like, yo, you said it was a 3 minute event, but you gave 30 minutes worth of context. Then you said you had something to do, but you didn't do it because you saw them. Like your whole purpose was to go get that man. Then you saw that man, then you closed the door gently. Like, yo, that was your whole job is to get the man. Like, so like, yo, so you didn't do either you're incompetent or you're a liar. Either way, I can't trust you.
Yeah, like I said, if I walk in on my brother and a woman, having sex, if I'm talking to the homies, I'm talking to my cousins, yeah, I might describe what I saw. I might. If I walk in on two men, I'm not giving graphic details.
Like, how long did you watch?
Like that. Yeah, exactly.
No,
Like if you got graphic details, a play-by-play, blow-by-blow, pump-by-pump description of what was happening, you was in there.
A 30-year-old man describing two men having sex is equivalent to a 9-year-old boy walking in on his parents. You don't stay and watch.
Yeah.
you're like, oh,
If you got that many details, like when I look at that, I'm instantly trying to unsee it. It's like I can't give you the play-by-play.
However, he's gay, so maybe
there you go.
So because walking in your brother, you're not trying to really see your brother, but you're kind of proud of him. Like, yeah, bro. But that's kind of like probably how you felt watching two men. I don't even think it's true, but the rumors have been around so long that you could say, yeah, Will would do something like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I believe that shit is possibly true, but the dude giving the story is suspect as
yeah.
damn.
I think he's lying, but I think Will would do it. That's how I feel about Cassie. I think she's lying, but I believe Puffy would do it. I just don't think she can prove it.
Right. But all right. We about to wrap this up. We about to get out of here. Shout out to everybody in the building. Do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming through. Thou art Lou or Loose or whatever your name is. Shout out to you. Do appreciate you coming up. You're crazy and you're wild and you're wacky, and I couldn't take no more. But anyway. But let's get on up out of here. And before we go,
welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Done so much, so little for so long, we're not qualified to do anything with nothing. Those are the words of Machismo TV. Make sure you go and subscribe. Make sure you go and subscribe to Machismo TV. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. Peace. We gone.